Hey guys, Micah here with TactiCalifornia. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today we are discussing the Picatinny or MIL-STD-1913 rail. So for those of you who don't know, I did a video doing M-LOK versus KEYMOD, and I'll leave a link to that video down in the description box below. But I was constantly asked this, well, okay, Micah, so you compared them well. Which one do you like more? I like both for different reasons, which is why I put that video out. But honestly, my favorite is actually the 1913 or Picatinny rail. So the Picatinny rail or Pic rail, you can actually find history of it dating all the way back to the 1980s with companies like ARMS and a few others being involved in trying to standardize weaver mounts. However, our US military was looking for something in approximately 1994 to replace standard handguards with quad rails or something like it. They didn't really know what it was going to be, with the designations M16, A2, E4, and the M4E1. So Picatinny Arsenal was chosen by the US military to do the testing and evaluation of the standardization of that weaver style mount, something that they could attach accessories to readily on the future platforms of the firearms. Hence the name Picatinny rail, because Picatinny Arsenal was out of New Jersey, the name being Picatinny, that's where it was. And by February of 1995, those E4 and E1 variants of the rifles had come out and were starting to see service. Now this standardization that the military asked for is actually truly remarkable and very easy to mount accessories to. It was also very easy for manufacturers of accessories to quickly start adapting their accessories to mount directly to the MIL-STD-1913 Picatinny rail. As you can see here, many accessories mount to Picatinny just fine. I got a fixed front sight, a pressure pad, a hand stop by Magpul. I've got a Haley Strategic Partners Thorntail mount up here for my Streamlight HLX. You know, all this stuff's mounted real nice and tight up against each other, very low profile up front, right where my hand goes. And it was super easy. You know, you didn't really have to think about it. So many accessories are available for the rail. In fact, to this day, many accessories, if you want to add them to your M-LOK or KEYMOD handguard, you're actually going to need to add a Picatinny rail section to the handguard first and then mount your accessory there. Now, while that's not that big of a deal and certainly still helps on saving weight where you don't need rail sections, you just don't have them. I like the idea of the simplicity, the keep it simple concept of a Picatinny rail being quad rail all the way around. I don't need to use any fancy fasteners or backing plates. I don't need to worry about timing some screw somewhere. Honestly, I can mount anything anywhere on this gun and it works just well for me. Another example of the simplicity of the quad rail is this build here. This is a Colt 6921 upper, LE 6921. It's a 14.5 with a pin and welded Surefire war comp. This is a closed time war comp on here. But the quad rail is a down defense drop in. It's an Omega FSP 12 inch. And again, super simple quad rail, no big deal. Just I wanted my vertical grip here, so I just threw it on. I wanted my X300 on here, I just threw it on. I put my Magpul RSA sling plate or sling mount on there. Again, just throw it on. There's really no fuss about these rifles. For those people who complain about the cheese grater effect of a quad rail, I would just say, you know, look into Ergo or Magpul's ladder covers. But this adds a nice rubbery kind of tacky feel to it, much like Magpul's MOE Plus series of grips. It gives you good traction and gets rid of that aggressive feeling of the rail. Also, something to note is real estate. What I mean by this is when you have a Picatinny rail section, something like this where you're very limited on how much space you have. This is just a 7-inch quad rail. It's a carbine length gas system. Not a whole lot of room to mount accessories to this. Well, with the 1913 rail, you simply put your attachment right where you want it and tighten it down and you're done. There is no motion and it can generally be done with only one rail section spanned. As you can notice here, this ring holding my Surefire light is only spanning just one little rail. This means I can tuck in things underneath it or tuck wires or whatever I need to do. It's taking up very little real estate. The same cannot be said for KEYMOD or M-LOK. Because they are a negative spaced mounting system, the fasteners go in and tighten down. If you only utilized one little section, you would have a rotation issue. The item, section, whatever would want to rotate or shear as it was impacted or just moved. Thus, they usually need to take up more space so that it would have two sections of fasteners spanning a distance that would hold it from being able to shear or twist in any fashion. All in all, for cost effectiveness, for simplicity of mounting, and for real estate reasons, I choose quad rails on most of my builds. If you like this video, please click like down below and subscribe to the channel for more gear reviews, training, and gun news. Check us out on Facebook at TactiCalifornia and Instagram at TactiCalifornia_. Also, please check us out on patreon.com/TactiCalifornia, where you can pledge any amount and automatically be entered into monthly giveaways over there, as well as access to exclusive content and other things that I'm not discussing quite yet on the YouTube channel. This month's giveaway is for a $50 gift card to Bravo Concealment. So if you want to catch that train, make sure you go over to Patreon and get pledged up in the month of March. Also, we are a brand ambassador with OpticsPlanet.com, so use the discount code TCA5 for 5% off your entire order over there at OpticsPlanet.com. I'm Micah with TactiCalifornia. Thanks for watching.